On behalf of the National Atmospheric Deposition Program, I would like to thank you for joining us today as we walk you through this NADP training video highlighting the NTN sample changeout using the NCON bucket collector. This video will serve as a general overview. Please refer to the SOP for additional details. Come to the site prepared with a clean NADP bucket and lid, Kim wipes or plain paper towels, distilled or deionized water, 2 field observer report forms, one from the previous week and one for the current week, plastic washers to adjust the height of bucket if needed, a sensor switch for troubleshooting, and a logbook if used. Approach the site from the downwind side to reduce potential sample contamination. Examine the collector thoroughly and note any unusual site conditions in the remarks section of your field form, Block 10. Activate the NCON collector by waving your hand through the sensor 5 times or until the lid starts to open. Once the bucket is free from the collector, turn off the power to the collector to keep the collector from opening completely. While remaining downwind, inspect the contents of the bucket. If there is any contamination in the bucket, take note of what you observe in Block 5 of your field form. Remember to check all available boxes in either the yes or no columns and leave any additional comments in the remarks section, Block 10. To remove the old bucket, first locate and unzip the cleaned and sealed lid. Grasp the lid bag from the side opposite of the zipper. Carefully pull the bag back over your hand and wrist until the lid is fully exposed and the seal is facing downwards. This will allow you to use the bag as a glove when placing the lid on the bucket. Securely and firmly place the lid over the open bucket using your bagged hand. Be sure not to touch the lip of the bucket or the underside of the lid with your bare hands. Once the lid is in place, lift the sealed bucket from the holder and place it on a clean surface. Use the bag and your hands to press down on the lid and ensure it is firmly sealed on the bucket. Once your sample is secure, record the necessary information needed to complete Block 3, Field Bucket, on the field form from the previous week. Moisten a wipe with the deionized water and begin carefully cleaning the underside of the lid seal. Wipe the lid seal from both sides of the collector to ensure that all dirt and dust is removed. Continue with cleaning the entire collector. Once cleaning is complete, verify correct operations of the equipment, including the rain gauge, motor box, and optical sensor. Be sure to check the connections and closely inspect the equipment. If you notice any issues, report them in the remarks section of your field form. Once this is complete, record any additional information needed to complete the site operations section on your field form, Block 4. Record the necessary information needed to complete Blocks 1 and 2 on your field form for the current week's sample. Begin by holding the new bucket and removing the twist tie holding the bag closed. Once again, pull the bucket bag back over your arm so it acts as a glove. Before installation, turn the bucket upside down and shake it. This is done to ensure no residual water remains in the bucket from the cleaning process. Now, place the bucket on the collector so that its handle is facing the front of the collector as demonstrated. Confirm that the bucket fits firmly between the posts and is snapped into place. Locate the power switch and turn the collector on. The collector lid should begin to close. Verify that the lid seal fits snugly over the bucket. Always be sure to check both sides for an abnormal gap on all sized buckets, as the gap is often more visible on one side than the other. Record the date and time the sample bucket was placed on the collector in Block 3, Field Bucket. After leaving the site, complete the precipitation record as soon as possible. The following notes are things to keep in mind during the changeout. If you are using a short NADP bucket, the process is almost identical. However, you will definitely need to use plastic washers to raise the bucket and ensure a snug fit between the bucket and the closed collector. Generally, 3 washers on each of the 4 bucket posts is sufficient. Thanks for your time. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, don't hesitate to contact the NADP Site Liaison at 1-800-952-7353